Hungry Shake here, back after a little bit of a pause in uploads. This time I have a very much non-German vehicle. This is the FSV Schedule A, and here I am on the Glacier map. And from here on I'll just be calling it the FSV because FSV Schedule A is a mouthful. But basically it's Tier 7 wheeled little medium, which I wish World of Tanks would just put in and call them what they are. They're armored cars, or if you want to just say wheeled vehicle. It should be its own classification because they classify this thing with their new little stereotypes. They call it a medium sniper, and it is not. It's actually quite mobile to get around, and yes, its gun is accurate and it has no armor, which means most people will try to snipe with it, but this game wouldn't happen if I was just sniping with it. As you see, I did my best to try to prevent the enemy AMX 1357 from getting up onto the wrecked aircraft carrier, which is important because if he gets up there, he can keep us lit down here. And now with nobody up, we have freedom. Freedom to play the middle, which is really my favorite place to play, as long as I'm not horribly outclassed. Like, if this was a Tier 9 battle and there was something like a DZT, that would be a pain to try to play against in this. But with my setup, which I am running optics on this, as well as a rammer and vents, this is giving me pretty much maxed out view range, and that's why I was able to spot the Tiger II, who is still leaving his base. And it allows me to keep eyes all the way out. As you can see, here is a Brass trying to make a very risky play, and I don't know why he's doing this. I absolutely love the fast-firing nature of this gun. Much like the Panther at Tier 7 as well. I love quick-firing high DPM. Allows you to take very low percentage chance shots like I am here. And this Brass is going to have a bad time. As you can see, he is spamming premium. I'm not. And I've hit him, tracked him, and he does get away for now. But just to run right into a teammate's gun. And he will actually come back around. Here he comes, and I'm still here, catching him on fire. Which, he's your very typical Brass player. Spam premium, and run food, no fire extinguisher, and die to burning. Which gives me the Arsonist medal at least. And I'm still playing the middle here as a bottom tier medium. Still feels very funny to call it a medium. It's not. It's an armored car. World of Tanks just hasn't added a separate category. That's a little too difficult for them to wrap their minds around. But now, with the fact that the FSV is stealthy, because even though now that they've classified it as a medium, it doesn't keep its camouflage rating on the move, unlike a light tank, this thing has very high concealment. And running vents and optics gives you very good on-the-move vision, which allows me to kind of sneak around. I'm being very wary because there is still an ISU 122S unspotted. And a very common spot is that row of bushes in between the two rock outcroppings ahead of me. Now he is spotted leaving, which means he probably was in that location. And I would have been very right to be worried. Now I knew that Iron Arnie was here, and I am not going to have any luck penning him. Not from the front. I will have to fire premium, which I hadn't up until this point. But for an Iron Arnie, I will have to fire premium, and he deserves to get hit by it out of this little gun. Because that thing is all about the armor, while also having very good mobility for as much armor as it has. And I should have switched back over to the regular because I don't need it for the ISU 122S, but he is going to charge me. So I'm just the bait. As the ISU 152K on my team knocks him out. Now the Iron Arnie, I didn't know exactly what he's doing. I'm trying to proximity detect him, because if his gun is away from me, I'm going to go after him. I do have to consider the Leo, but the Leo is breaking towards the back. And now I'm going to push in and get a few sneaky shots into the Iron Arnie before he can get around. Because really it's just a patent hull from the side and the rear. And the main part is all the extra armor on the front and the turret front. And there's no way I'm going to pen it. I am just auto-aiming. But I don't have to keep trying to pen it. The M12 obliterates him. And with the Leo gone, now all it looks like is, for one, the enemy artillery and the now 3 tanks left to the north in the brawling section. I swap back over to the regular because there's no need really for me to be firing premium at the IS. And I'm going to push in, and of course he focuses in on me. This is very, very much tunnel vision. He's like, must kill the little guy. And there's the artillery. And I'm thinking, I'm going to be able to get a shot into him. But also, the G-Sword was focusing in on me. I do not know why I was getting so much of the attention here at this point of the battle. I genuinely don't. I am definitely not the biggest threat. The biggest threat is right in front of them, with the Tiger II focusing in on the Super Pershing and the T-26E5, getting me a free little sneaky shot into the side. Finishes up for a very quick win, as all games seem to be anymore. Quick win or quick loss. But that was enough to get an ace, a fire for effect, the fighter, there's the arsonist for the Barask, who did not run a fire extinguisher, plus Bruiser. Had a decent game with 2,782 damage dealt, and 4 kills gave 1,471 base experience. ISU 152K that I'm showing there, he was very good support for me. He was pretty much my entire cover, along with the artillery. And because I had to shoot some premium at the Iron Arnie, I did lose credits. It's the only time I actually fired the premium, but it turned out to be a very good game. My first ace in the FSV. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.